Hello. Over the past 11 years, we've spoken with hundreds of private service professionals, and it is extremely evident that this industry is very secluded. Working for high net worth individuals is very rewarding for those with a service heart, but in many cases, they don't have anyone to speak with about their own personal well-being. Lisa was a presenter for our virtual chapter, and our members truly enjoyed what she shared. Now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce Lisa Bobyak to the private service industry in a new DEMA series called Preventing Burnout. Lisa is a life balance consultant that has helped hundreds of clients to help bring them some stability in their own work lives, and now she is working with private service professionals to do the same. In today's topic, we will be discussing isolation is real, how to build a community in an insular industry. Without further ado, Lisa, welcome to this new program.
Thank you very much, Matt. I am really glad to be here and to talk about the sense of community and the lack of sense of community when we've got private service providers who are most likely doing everything, and yet they have no team with them. So there's no interconnection throughout the day or the weeks. And we know from studies and statistics and research that we as humans are all wired to connect. We need community. Even those of us who are introverts need community. But how do you do that when you are a committee of one? So today, what I'm going to talk about and share with you are free 4 strategies that you can implement. And you can do some of those things today so that even though you're going to work and you are alone in the workforce, we don't have to feel alone in our decisions and in our structures, and we don't clearly have to feel lonely. So I want to remind you all of this proverb. I hear it a lot, and I wonder if you have heard it before too. It goes something like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. And I'm guessing in your day-to-day work, there are very few things that are done better when they're done faster, right? My guess is your strategies, your structure of the day needs to be efficient. It needs to feel full of resources. You've got to know how to get your hands on the correct things. And going fast isn't going to get you the results you want. So we're going to apply the strategy of going together. And oftentimes when we are feeling alone or we are lonely, our heads start thinking, I wish somebody would reach out to me, right? Nobody's calling, nobody's there for me to go to. And I want you to know that's a normal thought process, but yet it's not helpful. So here's what I'd like you to do rather than wishing and hoping other people connect with you. Key number 1, strategy number 1, you must take the initiative. So we take the initiative. I've got a group of 12 of us from high school. We live all over the country now. We all went to high school in Pennsylvania, but now we live all over the US. We don't get to see each other, but we want to connect. And so every month, I've just decided to schedule a Zoom meeting call with these 12 women, and whoever can come, and we just have a monthly social hour. That's something you could do too, for professional use or for personal use, right? It even could be as simple as a telephone call with somebody, and you schedule it and you just call it a virtual coffee, so that you're both having coffee, but you're talking about things strategically. So that's an example of taking the initiative. I've created a worksheet, and at the end of this video, I'll tell you how to get it, but there are a lot more strategies underneath each of these keys. So take the initiative is the first suggestion I give you. The second thought that I know I have when I'm feeling alone or lonely is my head starts to go south. That's what I call it. Meaning all of my thoughts in my head start becoming negative. and they're not supporting me to reach out or to move forward. So the next key I want you to keep in mind is keep your self-talk in check. We actually, there's studies have been done, we have over 70,000 thoughts a day, and about 75% of those thoughts are known to be negative. So let's catch those negative self-talk before they take over the way we behave. So automatic negative thoughts, A-N-T, I call them ants, and you can connect with a trusted friend or family member to help you squash those ants. So I know when my head starts going south, I've got two people I know I can give a call to, and they're going to give me a reality check, and they're going to help me stay motivated, right? So find somebody, and it only has to be one, trusted friend, advisor, mentor, to help you keep your self-talk in check. Third strategy, most of us start feeling inadequate, isolated, alone when we do a lot of comparing. So when we see other people doing things that we're not doing, we kind of feel like, I don't know, just not so great, right? The head starts going south. So the third strategy I want you to implement or think about is stop the comparisons. You don't have to be on social media as much as you are. Quite frankly, most of us, our culture really suffers from fear of missing out, that FOMO, right? F-O-M-O, fear of missing out. And it is greater now because we can connect with all sorts of people without having deep, meaningful connections. So if you struggle with comparisons, I would encourage you to reduce your time on social media. Maybe you set a timer and it's 10 minutes on Facebook and that's it. Or maybe it's only one time a day, but limit the use of social media because loneliness often comes from fear of missing out. Fourth strategy I want to share with you, and you're already doing it by the way, is joining groups of personal interest and professional interest. So just because you're watching this video, I know something about you. And those of you watching the video are either interested in what DEMA does and you're considering joining DEMA, or you're already an active member and you know the benefit and the power of connecting with like-minded people. When you join a group of like-minded people, you start not only feeling connected, but you share resources. And other people push you, right? Other people can push me greater than what I think I can go. So push the limits when you're with other people. Others in your group can support and encourage you. So you're in DEMA or you're considering DEMA, but how does it help you connect? And it goes back to that first strategy I shared with you. You've got to take the initiative. Once you're a member, you don't automatically feel connected and you get all the resources. You've got to engage in DEMA. And so you can do virtual meetings and meet people all over the world. You can go to your local chapters meeting one-on-one and start meeting people face-to-face. And you've got this annual convention coming up, right? Every year, you've got an annual convention. Go to it. Meet others who you know on social media, but you haven't met each other face-to-face. Get all the resources. That's how we build a community when we're all spread out all over the world, right? So I understand that truly isolation is real. It's not something you're making up, but it's something that absolutely can be managed, and you can gather information and feel together even though you're not in the same room. So if you want some more details about those strategies, more suggestions, I created a checklist for you, and it's called the Community Building Checklist, and it's yours free. It gives you more resources. If you want more strategies from me as a work-life balance preventing burnout situations, go to my website, livingfullybalanced.com. I've got blogs and videos there. And if you want to do some personal one-on-one talking about your unique situation, I offer 45-minute free complimentary strategy sessions, and you can schedule that on my website too. It's really good sharing information with all of you. I look forward to coming back and giving you more strategies and structures around preventing burnout so that you can bring your best self to all the people and the profession you love. Thanks for having me.